The amount of times I almost had a breakdown watching this show is insane. It's insane. Hello, horror movie lovers. I'm Trenton, and I love movies and TV shows just like you. In today's video, we will be talking about Squid Game. Now, I have a lot of shit to say about this show, and I need to vent. So the structure of this video might be a little off because I'm still trying to figure out the best way to cover TV shows on my channel. But first, I'm going to go through every character and say how I felt about them throughout the entirety of the show. Then later on in the video, I'll be going through each episode and pointing out my favorite scenes and my reactions to certain scenes, because this show had my emotions literally all over the place. All over the place. Then towards the end of the video, I'll be stating my overall feelings about this show. Almost 92% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel, so if you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos from me, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Alright, so without further ado, let's talk about Squid Game.
Oh no. No, silly fucking cunt.
The first character we're going to be talking about is Minyo, or the annoying lady. She was annoying. I mean, I didn't necessarily hate her character, but I didn't necessarily love her character. Like, yes, she was like she was really annoying, and it didn't necessarily make me dislike her character. I was kind of feeling bad for her on some points of the show. But yeah, I didn't love her, but I didn't really hate her, if you know what I mean. Then the next character is Inam, or the old man. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Inam. At the beginning of the show, I was like, wow, protect this old man. Protect him. Protect him. He's precious. But then when we started to figure out who he truly was and what he had to do with the entirety of the story, I disliked his character. By the end of the show, I pretty much hated his character. Then we have Junho, or the police officer. Now, his character, I don't really have a lot to say about him. I liked seeing the point of view of the guards in the whole game facility, but like him as a character, I was like, I don't know, he was just there to like find his brother that went missing, but it's just like, I don't really feel for him. Like, I don't know. I don't really feel for him, to be honest, throughout the entirety of the show. Then we have Deoksu, or the dangerous thug. I hate his character, but I mean, that's the point of his character. He was supposed to be a very unlikable character, and I unliked his character. I was just scared. I was just scared. Every time he was next to somebody, I was like, oh my God, is he gonna kill them? Because this nigga is crazy. Then we have Jiyoung, or the other girl. Love. There's like not really a lot of like female main characters, but like her, oh my God, love. LOML. Then we have Ali. Again, love. So precious, so kind, just so, oh my God. just so amazing. Like, just so nice. Just every positive adjective that you can possibly think of was Ali. Then we have Sangwoo, or the friend of the main guy. Fuck him. Fuck Sangwoo. We don't like Sangwoo over here. I'm sorry. We don't. I'm sorry. Like, fuck Sangwoo. If you like Sangwoo, leave. Now. No, we don't fuck with him. Then we have Saibyok, or the main girl. Oh my God. Love. LOML. Love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me calm down. I love her. Okay, then we have Ji-hun, or the main guy. Love. LOML. Love. But yeah, that's pretty much all the main characters. I mean, there was like a lot of characters in this show, but I'm just trying to think of the main characters, or the main supporting characters, and these were pretty much all I could think of. I probably did accidentally leave somebody out, just Correct me in the comments if I did. But yeah, that's how I felt about these characters. Now let's go on to each episode and basically state my favorite scenes or the most memorable scenes. Now, episode 1, when the show first started, I was just kind of like, I was kind of confused. Like the part where Jihan got his daughter a gun lighter, I was just like, what's going on? What's going on? At first I thought it was like a real gun. I'm like, this girl is like 9. Why are you getting her a fucking gun? But then it ended up being a lighter as like a joke or whatever. But I'm like, still, I was just like, okay, this show's a little off. This show's off. Also, whenever Jihan was playing Doc G, I was just like, what is this? First of all, this is too sketchy. Like, this businessman came up to you randomly and is going to give you this large sum of money for playing this game. And he knows that you don't have any money. So basically, he just slaps you. Like, he just slaps him. He just slaps him. And it's just like, I'm confused. Like, this is a large sum of money and you don't want it in return. You just want to slap. And then when eventually he gets it, he just gives him the money. And it's just like, I'm sorry. I was just like, this show's sketchy. I'm not understanding what the fuck is going on. But yeah, pretty much later on in the episode, Jihan basically calls this number for the game. And he basically goes to the stop, and then he gets into the van, and then this gas comes into the van and makes him fall asleep. And basically he wakes up in the whole game facility. And I just want to point out that the set design for this show is amazing. Now, I'm not talking about the main room with the beds. That's like pretty plain. But like whenever they were actually going into the game arenas and stuff, it just gave me Funhouse vibe. It just gave me a certain vibe that I just loved. And yeah, the set design is amazing. I just wanted to point that out. But then basically later on in the episode, or pretty much towards the end of the episode, we basically are introduced to the first game, Red Light, Green Light, which personally out of all the games, I think would be the easiest game because it really isn't challenging. Just pace yourself. Like I'm probably going to do a whole nother video basically saying what I would do to survive in each of these games. But yeah, overall, this episode was fine. It's good for a pilot, and I definitely was intrigued by the end. Now, episode 2. The episode basically kind of starts off with the players voting whether or not they want to leave or not. Now, I was skeptical. I was just like, okay, I don't trust this. Like, they're saying, oh, if you want to leave, just say you want to leave. If the majority wants to leave, then y'all can leave. But at the same time, I thought that the guards were just going to kill all the people that wanted to leave. I didn't think that they were actually going to let these characters leave. Like, I understand they did that on purpose because they knew that nobody would believe them if they were talking about it. But I was shocked. I'm like, okay, y'all just dropped them back home. That's interesting. But yeah, pretty much this whole episode is kind of like a character episode, basically showing the living conditions of the characters and why they would want to play this game for like the large sum of money. And there was actually a scene in this episode involving Sang-woo in a bathtub, and I was like, is this shit gonna turn into 13 Reasons Why? Like, why is he in the bathtub like this with all his clothes on? Like, that's not funny. But yeah, that scene, flashbacks. But by the end of the episode, they all decide that they want to go back to the game where they just witness all these people get freaking killed by these guns in Red Light, Green Light. Y'all want to go back. Y'all really want to go back. Like, I understand, like, that's a large sum of money and you pretty much wouldn't have to work for like the rest of your life, probably. Well, I mean, they're in debt, so yeah. Wait, no, yeah, I don't think they'd have to work. I don't think they would have to work. But yeah, that's episode 2. I enjoyed it. Definitely more of a character episode. Definitely not a game in this episode, but I definitely was liking the character development, and I was definitely kind of enjoying some of these characters and their not backstories, but their I don't want to say enjoying it, but I just enjoyed the character development in general. Now, episode 3. We have the police officer character who's trying to sneak into the game because he thinks that his brother had something to do with this game and that's why he went missing and stuff. So I was just like, you are sneaking under this van. First of all, you're following this van, this mysterious van, and you basically hide under the van, and then you're like get transported onto this ship that's being transported to the island. And I'm just like, what the hell? This bitch is crazy. Like, that is just so stupid. Like, these characters are crazy. Like, absolutely insane. But then later on in the episode, we're introduced to the second game, Sugar Honeycombs. I honestly feel like this would be the hardest game out of every single game, only because this is kind of more like a psychological game, because there's precision because they have to like basically carve the shape out of the cookie, but there's also a time limit. So it's like you have to be precise, but you have to be quick. And I feel like that's psychological torture. I feel like that's like if you make the slightest mistake, you're gonna get shot. And yeah, I feel like this is probably the hardest game out of every single game. But at the end, all of our faves lived, so I wasn't too mad about it. But yeah, this game definitely seemed like very hard. Now, episode 4. Basically, towards the beginning of the episode, the game facility people, like the guards and stuff, actually give the players food. And I was honestly kind of confused. I'm like, okay, you're kind of caring for these characters? Like, if I was like the leader of this game facility and stuff, I wouldn't give any of the players food because that would make the games harder for them. And I mean, this large sum of money, I mean, these people are most likely rich. Well, are rich. So it probably isn't that much to them. But like, still, like, why would you give them food? I understand the like, for like energy and stuff, but still. And basically not too long after that, there's this whole sequence where it's like they turn the lights off and then everybody starts going crazy and like the lights are like strobing and it's just like, at first I thought it was a game, but then I'm like, okay, what is this? But then I realized that they were just trying to get the players riled up and like make them go against each other. And I was just like, wow, this is fucked up. Like these people are straight up killing like everybody. And I was just kind of confused, but I understood like later on in the episode why they did that. And that whole sequence was just crazy. But a little time passes and we're exposed to a sex scene involving Minyo and Deok-soo. And ew. Like y'all don't know, like we don't even know how long these people have been in there. It's sweaty, they're in this small stall and it probably fucking stinks in there. Like this is like, it made me uncomfortable. Like, ew. Like it's just like, how long have they even been here? Like how long have you like not showered for? Like, come on now, this is scary, this is disturbing, yikes. But basically before the third game we meet Ji-young. Love. LOL. And literally not too long after their sex scene, Deok-soo literally treats Minyo like shit in front of all these players. I was starting to feel bad for her. Like, really, like, this was making me feel bad for Minyo. I felt bad. Like, she's annoying, but I really felt bad. But then we're introduced to the third game, Tug of War. Honestly, this was like low-key like pissing me off. Like whenever they were like gathering the teams for the game, I was just really mad because they were being hella sexist. Like it was kind of pissing me off. Like, they didn't want any girls on their team. They wanted like all males on their team. And I liked that the team with all of our faves basically showed that it doesn't take strength, well, just strength to win tug of war. I liked that, but it still was pissing me off. And the fact that they had to play tug of war, that's a mainly like a strength type of game. So it's just like, it kind of pissed me off that the people that made the game included that game. Like, why don't you choose like skill-based games, not strength-based games? I feel like that's just like kind of just like unfair. Like, I don't know, it was like low-key pissing me off. But the episode ended on a cliffhanger, which pissed me off. I hate when episodes end like that. Like, oh my God, I was so mad. I was like, okay, I have to watch this next episode. Now, episode 5, it basically starts off with our faves winning tug of war. Our faves, we love. LOML, LOML. And this episode is also a very character-driven episode. We're just getting to know the characters' personalities and starting to bond with them and actually enjoy their characters. So there pretty much isn't a game this entire episode other than the tug of war at the beginning of the episode. But a scene that kind of was memorable was the whole player 111 and their whole relationship with the guards, and basically like cutting out the organs of the players and basically like selling them. Weren't they like selling them and stuff? But yeah, that whole relationship was like kind of weird. I was just like, okay, yeah, he's a doctor, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that was just like kind of weird. And yeah, the whole altercation with them, because they didn't know what the game was. That was like their deal, and basically they would tell like the player what the game would be in advance, but they didn't know, and that caused him to freak out, and ends in him killing one of the guards and him getting another guard killed because he forced them to show their face, and then him getting killed. Yeah, pretty interesting. Now, episode 6. Oh my God, this episode, I'm trying not to get emotional. This episode was too much. I'm sorry. This episode was way too much. When the episode started off, like before the game started, and they were like, oh, teams of 2, I knew what the fuck was going down. I was like, y'all better not team up with people y'all actually like. Team up with a random stranger, because I don't trust this. I have a feeling that there only is going to be one person that's going to live out of the 2. And nope, they teamed up with their friends and stuff, which made it like even harder. Oh my God. But basically nobody wanted to team with Mean Yo. And again, it made me feel bad for her character. Like, nobody wanted to team with her, and I was just like, oh my God. Like, why am I feeling bad for her? Like, she's annoying as fuck. But I just still feel bad for her. She's just vulnerable, and it just is pretty fucking sad. But then we're introduced to the 4th game, which was like marbles. Oh my God. It was a variety of games. It was like skill-based games and then luck-based games. So it's like not really a lot I can say about this, but like, fuck. Jesus, this game is too much. But basically, whenever Ji Young and Sae Byuk were bonding instead of playing the game, it honestly was just really breaking my heart, because I knew that ultimately one of them was going to die. And they were bonding, getting to know each other, and it was just like, God, this is so hard to watch. This is sad. But then, not too long after that, our faves start fucking dying. Like, really. Like, Ali got fucking betrayed by Sang-woo. Fuck him. I'm sorry. Fuck him. Like, fuck Sang-woo. We don't like him. Oh my God, by replacing the marbles with pebbles, and just, that was just so heart-shattering. But then the death scene that really messed me up. The saddest death scene of the show would have to be Ji Young's death scene. Oh my God, the fact that she sacrificed herself for someone that she didn't even really know that well just made it so much more impactful. And I feel like they would have been friends outside of the game arena, like in the real world. And they just, God, they were bonding, getting to know each other, getting to know each other's names and their backstories. And they were both so fucking tragic. And oh God, whenever she was like, thank you for like being my partner, it was an honor. And then she was like smiling, and then she got shot, and then freaking Sabyuk was just fucking crying and breaking down. Her death scene literally almost made me break down. Like, that was so sad. Like, I almost had to take a break from watching this show from this scene. I was just like, wow, give me like an hour or two, because this was too much. But yeah, this entire episode, with the old man, okay, I definitely was feeling bad for his character. Like, obviously this was before we knew who he truly was. But like his scene with the marbles and like the whole dementia thing, that was breaking my heart too. But I knew something was up when they didn't show his death scene. Like, they panned away from his death scene before he got shot. Well, before we assumed he got shot. Because with Ali's death, like, yeah, that wasn't on screen, but you pretty much know exactly, like, he just got betrayed and stuff. And with Ji Young, we actually saw her get shot in the background while Sabyuk was just standing there. And with the old man, you just knew something was up because they didn't show him getting shot. And I just could tell, like, they panned away, and it just didn't sit right with me. I'm like, okay, this nigga's not dead. Like, he's not dead. Now, episode 7, we're pretty much introduced to these white men in gold animal masks. And yeah, we can pretty much assume that they are rich. But before the 5th game starts, they're basically picking these numbered vests. And first of all, they pretty much said what it was. They said the number, like 1 through 16, that it was going to be the order in which they would play. And I was just like, why did that man pick number 1? Why did he change his mind and be like, oh, I want to do number 1? And I forgot what his reason was, but I was just like, this is so dumb. Why would you want to go first in a life or death game? I don't understand. But then I understand why you would want to go last. So it's like, you need to pick from numbers 12 to freaking 15. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all are so stupid. Like, why would you pick number 2? Why would you pick number 3? Like, I understand if you wanted to get the game done first, but you don't know what the game is. So I would not want to go first. But then we're basically introduced to the 5th game, Glass Stepping Stones. And wow, this game gave me fucking anxiety. Well, pretty much all the games gave me anxiety, but this game was like, wow, like all these bitches finna die. I thought they were just all like finna die. Well, not all of them. I thought I knew the main people were probably gonna live, but all these like side characters and stuff, I'm like, okay, they're all finna die. But yeah, pretty much it's the same thing that happens. Like, each time whenever somebody takes a step, someone may make it the one time, but then they'd fall the next time. And yeah, all the players were dropping like flies. And basically, like, towards the middle to end of the episode, whenever Minyo sacrifices herself and Deok-soo, oh my God, I had like a whole nother level of respect for her. I was like, damn, fuck Deok-soo. Like, I'm like, when I really think about it, I think I kind of did like Minyo's character. Like, yes, she was annoying, but I was really feeling bad for her. And like, the fact that she did that, she sacrificed herself and Deok-soo, that was badass. I'm sorry. That was badass. I love her. But yeah, the episode pretty much ends with our faves. Oh, not our faves. Sabyuk and Jihan are our faves. Fuck Sang-woo. I'm sorry. Fuck you. Kind of wish you died in this game. Fuck you. Now, episode 8. It's revealed that Cybyuk got cut by this big ass shard of glass, and she is bleeding out. She's bleeding out, and that was annoying. It broke my heart. Like, she was losing a lot of blood, and oh my God, when I saw that, I was just like, oh my God, of course. You just have to make things even more emotional. Like, why are you making me, like, I'm about to fucking cry. Like, if she dies, I'm about to cry. But then not too long after that, we have the dinner scene. They're basically given new uniforms, and they have this kind of like a last meal, I guess. But, like, how would you even be able to eat? I wouldn't be able to eat. And it's just suspicious. Like, why are you giving us all this expensive food and shit? See, I would not trust anything if I was playing this game. I wouldn't trust it. I would not trust it. But later on in the episode, it's revealed that the guy in the black mask was the police officer's brother, which kind of did make me feel bad for him, because that's the whole reason the police officer came there, was to find his brother that went missing. And I don't know, it kind of did sit with me. I was just like, wow, that is so fucking shitty. That is so shitty. But then towards the end of this episode, Sang-woo kills Cybyuk. When I tell you, I was infuriated. Because it hurt. It hurt. That scene, oh my God, that hurt. And it's just the fact that Jihan was literally going to kill Sang-woo, but freaking Cybyuk stopped him. But then it's like, at the same time, I'm like, I'm not happy that she got killed, because we love Cybyuk. We love her. But if Jihan was to kill Sang-woo, then basically the final game, Cybyuk and Jihan would have to be versus each other. And I feel like that would really break Jihan. I don't think he'd be able to do it. And it's just like, that would be way worse if he was up against the girl that he kind of bonded with. That would fucking suck. That would suck. But yeah, her death scene pissed me off. Fuck Sang-woo. Fuck him. Then we have episode 9, the finale. Now, the episode starts off with game 6, Squid Game. Now, the fight choreography, it caught me off guard. I'm like, okay, MMA shit, like, okay, these men know how to fight. These men are fighting. But it pretty much ends with Jihan about to win. But then he decides to fucking back down. And he was like, oh, if the majority wants to, like, leave, they could, like, leave or something. And I was like, don't do that. That would literally mean all of this was for nothing. Like, really. Like, Cybyuk, Ali, Ji Young, like, all their deaths would be for nothing if you just gave up right now. You can literally kill him right now. But then fucking Sang-woo decided to stab himself in the neck, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, fuck Sang-woo. I don't feel bad for you. I mean, for a second I did, but I was just like, you just killed Cybyuk and Ali. I don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. But basically after this, Jihan actually won the game. So then they basically took him back home and basically put this golden card in his mouth, this debit card or this credit card. And they actually gave him the money. I was kind of shocked. I thought this was all going to be like some sort of joke or some sort of trick, and he wouldn't actually receive the money. But no, he actually receives the money, which was like surprising as fuck. I was like, wow, okay. He just received all this money. That's good. But then he goes home and his mom is fucking dead. So his mom's dead. Like I low-key kind of saw that coming, because it cause I don't know. I was thinking of what's that one movie? Would You Rather? It kind of had a similar ending to that, and I was like, okay, something is gonna. I don't think like something isn't gonna be right whenever he gets home, and yeah, his mom was fucking dead. That was sad. But then later on in the episode, it's revealed that Inam, or the old man, is still alive, which again, I kind of already suspected because of the whole marbles game, how it didn't really show his death scene, it panned away. I was just like, okay, this man is still alive. There's no way he's actually dead. And yeah, he's pretty much alive, but then he dies after. I honestly didn't understand this whole sequence. Like, I understand that he kind of was the creator of the Squid Game, well, the experiment, the whole game facility and stuff. But I was just kind of confused. Like, did he just like die out of nowhere, or was it because he technically lost the game? He technically lost the game that he like pretty much prepared for Jihan. I was kind of confused on that part. But yeah, he's dead. So didn't really feel bad for him knowing that he kind of was the reason for all of this. It kind of pissed me off. But then on a more wholesome note, later on in the episode, he basically has this whole awakening, and he basically is at the barbershop and he dyes his hair red and gets a haircut and all this other stuff. I was like, okay, I see you, Jihan. I see you. What? Then after that, he basically visits Saibyok's brother and basically gives him a home. Basically gives him a home with, wasn't it Sang-woo's mother or something, or grandma? But when they pan to the picture of Saibyok and her brother, that broke my heart. I was like, Sang-woo, fuck you. Fuck you, Sang-woo, fuck you. You just, oh my God, that was just sad. But then the episode basically ends with the Jihan basically going to visit his daughter, but then he sees someone else having to play Doc G, and basically finds the card and calls the number again, and basically he doesn't go on his flight. He goes back, and it subtly hints at a season 2. Amazing. Overall, I absolutely love this show. I honestly don't have any negatives, but the only thing that I kind of wish was that there was more games. Like, there was 9 episodes and 6 games. I kind of wish it was like maybe 7 or 8 games, like maybe like a game per episode or something. But like, that's not really like a negative. It was just kind of like a preference. I kind of wanted there to be a little more games, just to like even out the episodes with games, so there would be like a game each episode. But yeah, I would have to give this show a 9 out of 10. I fucking loved it. It honestly reminded me of Alice in Borderland. We love Alice in Borderland. But yeah, amazing characters, amazing story, amazing games, just amazing everything. All right, horror movie lovers and TV show lovers, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.